It's another edition of MSA Sports Center Stage. Bob Orkwis with Chris Groetsch of the Sewickley Academy Panthers. They win the WPIL 2A Championship 71-60 over Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. 24 points, a game high 24 points. Gotta like the sound of that, and you gotta like the sound of being a WPIL champion. Chris, how's it feel?
I like the sound of being a WPIL champion a lot more, I'll tell you that.
Talk about this game. You were pretty consistent throughout. Justin picked it up in the fourth quarter. Your brother was pretty good. Talk about how it went. You guys started quick. They came back. It was tied at halftime. Big third quarter for the Panthers.
Yeah, I'm sure Justin told you going into the game, you know, we kind of know that we're a fast team and we like to play fast, and it'll tire teams out. So a lot of times we'll go into halftime, it'll be a close game, but we know that going into the third quarter, a lot of teams can't keep up with us, and I think that showed tonight how we were able to pull out there.
Is that the simple key? I had you guys earlier in the year against Bishop Cannon, even though you lost, they were beating you bad, and you guys blew up to start the third quarter.
It just seems to be like we're a third quarter team.
Now here, you can shoot it from the outside, but you're pretty good at getting to the hoop. I know you're fast, that's part of it, but what does it take? What's the key to get that? Because you're going in against guys 6 foot plus, and you're just under 6 foot. How does that work for you?
I just gotta have to play fearless. I had a coach who always told me to play fearless out there, so that's just what I think. And if I see a lane, just go take it. If someone steps up, dish it off to somebody who's open.
Coach Palmer talked about your motor. It never stops. Where does that come from?
Just something, I'd like to thank my dad for that. Always tell me you gotta always play hard, and that's what I always try to do whenever I go out there on the court. Just always play hard.
Now I heard your answer earlier, so I'm going to ask you this, but I'm going to ask cautiously. I was going to say winning a WPIL championship is special, winning one with your brother even more special, but you said you fight a little bit in the locker room. But it's got to be nice to win that with Dave.
Right. I'm very happy, and I'm glad that Dave was on the team and we were able to do it together.
You're headed to Johns Hopkins. Talk about that. What went into that decision? What did you like about that school?
First off, I think it's a great academic school, and that definitely was a factor. I knew I wanted to go to a school that was one of the top academic schools, and on top of that, I could play basketball there too. Got in touch with the coach, so that combination just worked out really well for me, and it ended up being kind of the best of both worlds.
About a year ago it was disappointing. You guys lost here at the Pete to Carter Warlord Catholic, but you had a great run in the state playoffs. So you had to the state playoffs. Can you take something from that run and put it into this year's state tournament?
I think it definitely gives us experience, and it proves to us that we can do it. You know, we have it in us. We just have to go out there and show we can do it.
That's Chris Groetsch, show off that gold medal for the people at home. The handshake comes after that, but that's what's more important right there. 24 points and a win for Sewickley Academy tonight over Our Lady of the Sacred Heart. I'm Bob Orkwis. This has been another edition of MSA Sports Center Stage.